Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Whitney. Today I'm going to be telling you a story about a dream I had a few years ago. This is actually one of the more scary experiences that I've ever had. Even though it was a dream, and you'll realize why, even though it was a dream, it was so realistic and so scary that I don't know. I just feel like I feel like it wasn't just a dream. But let me get into it and you can tell me what you think. So, just as a little bit of backstory, before I went to college and started living here with my cat, I lived in a really big old farmhouse with my parents way back when. And the house itself was built in 1790. So the house, like the bones of the house, were really old. And it just had that feeling, which I actually really liked. And eventually, when I do have like my own house, I want it to be old. But this house just had a feeling about it. But whenever I was there alone, as an only child, I spent a lot of time alone. And I just never felt like it was just me. And maybe that's cliche, but whenever I was up late and there were certain rooms in the house that were dark, I never felt like I could walk slowly through them and be comfortable. I always felt like I had to like move quickly and that I couldn't completely see the corners of every room. Or when I was going up the stairs late at night after watching TV, I had to walk briskly up the stairs because it always felt like there was someone standing at the bottom of the stairs, like watching me as I went up. So it was always just that feeling of never being just me, even when it was. Or, I don't know, just me and my parents when they were sleeping and I was awake. It just always felt off. So, that being said, I had this dream while I was still living there, and it had happened late at night. I had been studying all night. I was in high school at the time. It was probably 1 or 2 in the morning, and I was so exhausted from studying for this exam. That was the next day. I just decided I needed to get some sleep because I would be no good anyway if I was exhausted in the morning. So I packed up my books and like left my desk and got my pajamas on and went to sleep. I was laying in bed, and just so you know, my bed was in a corner, like the head and the side of my bed were in a corner. So as I was laying and I was drifting off to sleep, I believe that I was not completely asleep. I was like in that liminal space between being awake and not being awake. So as I was laying there, my back was to the wall, and I felt this hand come over my shoulder and like rest, like with pressure, on my chest. And from somewhere underneath me, another one came up and like started pulling me backwards. And then all of a sudden, I heard this voice in my ear, and it said, "You're going to die tonight." And that's when I woke up. Really, immediately I woke up. But the creepy thing was that I was laying on my side that I was in my dream, with my back to the wall. Like in my dream, I was in the exact same position as when I woke up, which was disturbing because it really blurred the lines between what was in my head in this dream and what was real. So that night, I just kind of slept with the lights on and woke up the next day, and it took me a while to brush off the dream because I really didn't know if it was a dream. So that was it. That was the whole dream. Just feeling like there were arms wrapping around me, pulling me back, and hearing the voice in my ear. So at the time, I was in a youth group because I was still in high school and I was still pretty young, and someone from my church, I was so scared. I had someone from my church come and like say a prayer in my room because I was really afraid that there was something there. And for, like I said, for a long time, I never completely felt like I was alone. So I had someone come in and say a prayer to at least give me some peace of mind that I wasn't in danger, I guess. I don't know. So that was it. I never had a dream like it again. It was definitely the most disturbing dream I've ever had. But yeah, I guess I'm just interested to know what you guys think. I've had people tell me maybe it was sleep paralysis because I felt like I was being like I had pressure on my chest and someone was like holding me, or I had someone to just tell me it was a nightmare and that was all it was. And then of course there's just a part of me that wonders if it was real because I woke up in the exact same position that I had been in my dream. So that being said, let me know what you think. Tell me if you've had a dream that's similar or at least has that same feeling of like waking up and not knowing if it had been real or fake. I don't know, the experience for me was, although very terrifying, really interesting and has been a cause for a lot of thought on my part because I've never experienced anything like that before or after. So let me know. I'll continue to make videos. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!